So this is over the guideware testing, especially when we are trying to understand about the error handling process and mechanism, which can be categorized into three different parts. One is about the error frequency and test matrix. At the same time, error handling and test life cycle, followed by what are the key claim financial metrics we have. So these are the three things that we have. So when it comes to the error frequency and test metrics, wherein we need to identify the wizard rules and as well as execution volumes, either right from initial claim reserves or adjusting authorities, including litigations and contingencies, vendor cost, everything will be involved in it. Apart from that, what are the different transactions as well as the kind of transactions types that we are using to process the transaction trends? At the same time, what are the different configuration testing that we do when we are making any changes on the configuration, including unit testing, right? So reserve error checks, everything that we can perform under the transaction process trends, transaction test types, configuration testing, etc. Second, about the error handling and test life cycle, where we have to detect the logging, where initial errors at the same time detecting the log system events, rule of set failures, everything will be involved in, including what are the analysis and as well as root cause analysis from the business analyst side, where we can gather this information so that we can trace the data, we can do the entity checks of different line of businesses that we have. Everything will be done under the root cause, which everything will be part of error handling and test life cycle, right from the inception of test requirements we have gathered till test cycle closure, right? So there are different life cycle stages that we have. Third one, about the unit test cases and as well as unit testing, right? So where we have to develop scripts, at the same time we have to set the logic commits, which is to be verified, right? So validated authority, everything will be part of test case and unit testing. Finally, we need to redeploy and validate these files so that whenever we are managing the test life cycle, both automation, manual and as well as automation process is concerned. So when there is any errors that we have identified, everything can be handled effectively. So this must include the strategy and as well as value mapping, which is more important. At the same time, whatever the product concept that we have, including any floating PI charts we have, etc., everything will be taken in this regard. Next, claim financial metrics, like any kind of time to resolve metrics that we follow, right? So how much time this can be taken for us to resolve these queries. At the same time, what is the total exposure alignment that we have based upon the CAC? What is the total exposure alignment we have, including any claim settlements accuracy we have to see, followed by post-settlement reserve releases. Everything will be part of key claim financial metrics are all about. So these are the three major things one should be knowing whenever we are working on the error handling, uh, especially in the part of guideware when we are proceeding further towards the testing. Either it can be in policy center billing or claims. So the process remains